Legal ethics is a great shorthand, and I use it all the time. Literally, it means the ethics rules governing lawyers. In New York, it would be the rules of professional conduct adopted by the state courts. But lawyers are governed by many sources of law beyond the ethics rules. And some of these are distinct, and some of them overlap the ethics rules. Lawyers have to be aware of all of them. For example, malpractice law, fiduciary duty law, court decisions in many areas, even the Constitution with its rules on effective assistance of counsel and the First Amendment's commercial advertising provision, which allows some law firm marketing. There are many sources. There are statutory sources of law governing lawyers, and depending upon the nature of your practice, these can be much more demanding and certainly more recurrent than the ethics rules. And I try to make it inherently interesting. One of the things I do in choosing topics is to keep abreast of changes that are happening in the months between CLEs. So if there's an important new decision or a statute or a new rule or even a secondary authority that casts a different slant on a traditional rule that I find very interesting myself, I try to introduce that in a way that will be of interest even to those lawyers who can't see immediately the relevance of that rule to their practice. After all, they're lawyers, they're interested in the practice of law and the profession. I think that the audiences we have here are interested in what's happening beyond their immediate needs. My ideal in doing these, and I've generally been able to achieve it, is not to be a talking head, not to stand up there and lecture for 125 minutes, but rather to have a dialogue with the audience. Now that may mean I don't get through the agenda, and I think in the 15 years or so that I've been doing this, only once have I gotten through the agenda. What I hope happens, and what I encourage to happen, and what I pause to make happen, is that people raise their hand and make comments, ask questions, ask for further clarification, and we can actually have a discussion between me and the people in the audience. And that's wonderful when it happens because it shows engagement. And even those people who are not asking questions are listening to the questions of others and participating in their own mind in the dialogue. And that's an objective that I have and one that I've largely been able to achieve.